collisions and sparks and formations eventually created the universe we see around us today. Totally by accident, all material, no consciousness, no intent, no purpose. So that idea really started coming forward after they proved there was no ether. Now, when you look at the history of the world from the mid to late 18th century up until, 19th century, the 1800s, the later part of the 19th century, when the Michelson-Morley experiment took place, there was a group of extremely wealthy people. Back in those days, they called them the robin bearers. Today, we call them oligarchs. They were the Bill Gates and the Elon Musks and the Mark Zuckerbergs of the day. Mm-hmm. Back then, so we know them as Rockefellers and Carnegie. And there's one bigger, Rockefellers, the Carnegies, and the begins with an M.
The Medici?
No, it'll come back to me.
Okay.
So there was these very powerful men, and they, even if it's not a conspiracy, they never got together. They never planned a direction for the country or the world. Their actions independently were working towards the same direction. Whether they were conspiring or not, they all wanted the same thing. They wanted to use the emerging technologies coming from electricity, especially, and steam engines. They wanted these new technologies to be able to better control larger numbers of people. So one of the main things that they did was they took this idea that we're all connected through the ether. We all have a purpose from the Creator. They wanted to take that and they want us to be individualistic, competitive, dog eat dog, survival of the fittest. That is a huge change. So that's why we're fighting with each other up even till today. Mm-hmm. So back then, the Rockefellers, for example, they took control over the education system in the United States. The public schools were formed, and the education of doctors was changed.